Elvis Presley, aka Donald Trump, paid for it. Yeah, I decided to jump back on a stream really fast, and yes, we could use that a lot. We could use Ice Police here. We need to do something to clean it up, man. After I saw what happened over there, that gang shooting, bro. Yeah, we need to clean it up, bro. I'm sorry for anybody who had to hear that Ice Spice song. My apologies, Ice Spice is cringe, I know. Yeah, she stole the name Ice, right? That was Ice Police that first had the name, and then Ice Spice comes around and takes it after. I know a lot of people. Yes, a lot of people agree with that. Um, there's so many things that are going on right now with like home invasions and just carjackings all over the place, man. It's very scary when you, to be honest. You look into it and you start to see something, bro. You see a pattern going on. I mean, people are gonna have to do something, bro. People have to stand up. That's what it is. I mean, there's a lot of gangs in Canada right now, bro. I mean, a lot. It's never gonna end. Never have, never will. That's the problem. When I'm running for mayor, my vision is to clean Windsor up completely and revent it into something no one's ever seen before. That's why I said with New York City. But with the crime and the chaos, bro, we're gonna need something here to take care of the criminals because our police is not doing the job. All right, our police are not taking care of what should be taken care of, bro. Instead, they're allowing people to get away with crime. If we had ICE police in Canada, criminals would be getting away with nothing. They'd be getting locked up instantly. We need it here. We need ICE police in Canada. Immigration, they're the immigration customs policing. And you even agree? Yeah, even you agree. You see, bro, even you know it. Even you know what we need to hear because it's out of control and it can't be dealt with. Our I don't want to put it like this, bro, but if you look up Canadian policing, we are not the best at doing our job. Canadian police are not even close to being as good as the States. The States, they take a lot more risks at what they do, and they are a lot braver at their job. Us over here, bro, well, oh, sir, just drop the weapon, okay? In America, they'll point that shit at you until you drop it or you're getting shot. That's why I like the States, bro. They don't play games there. They don't let the criminals walk over them either. Over in England, yeah, you're over in the United Kingdom. It's the same. I said that with England. There's over 1 million people there chanting "We want Trump" with Great Britain flags because they know that their country is out of control. And I'm glad you see it. You're from England and you see the exact same thing. There's criminals that walk all over the police, thrusting on the women officers. That's the criminals we're doing, bro. They come there and they thrust on the women officers and they don't even do nothing. Get stuff thrown out and take it. Those American police, they'll grab you and slam you, put their knees all over you, start spraying you in the face. They don't play, bro. That's why I love America. And that's why I said the whole world needs America, because America is the strongest country that doesn't let criminals walk all over them, bro. We need a better future in our countries. England needs it, Canada needs it, the rest of the world needs it. ICE police are awesome. I love ICE police a lot. The way they do their thing, I love them, bro. They don't play games. It's called you play games, you win stupid prizes, right? And that's what happens with these criminals, bro. They think they can just do whatever they want and then get away with it after. No, you can't. You do something, you face consequences. That's how it should work. Like they used to do some stuff back in the ancient times. You look at like the Bible, bro. They used to do some really like sadistic stuff to people back then for stealing, and that's what I mean. But the reason why they did that is to set an example for the rest of the people, right? Because a lot of their cities back then only had like 1,000 people, 2,000 people at the most. So what they would do was they would hang somebody right in front of public so everybody else can see it and say this is an example that you need to learn. If you're gonna do criminal stuff, you're gonna face justice for it. I'm not trying to put it like that, but that woman in Minnesota, she deserved it, bro. Like it literally says that you cannot assault an officer. Okay, you're trying to ram your vehicle into an officer, especially a war veteran. The dude was a war veteran that she hit with the car. That woman had every right to get blasted. They told you repeatedly, just get out of your vehicle and let's talk. She didn't want to do that. Now you're resisting an officer's request. They have the right to defend their life, and she got what she deserved. She tried killing an officer. When you ram your vehicle into somebody, you're trying to kill them, bro. She literally tried to kill him. So the other officers just defended their friend, bro. Wow, what's so bad about that? Same thing as the military, bro. It's the same thing, bro. What she did was completely evil. And I like the news media going out there and taking a 1 minute video and being all, oh, look what they did. Yeah, they're so bad, I know. No, it's because the one guy literally kept going and harassing them, and they told him, hey, leave us alone. We got nothing with you. This old guy literally spat. All right, he spat at him. He's spitting at a police officer. Okay, you have every right to get sprayed in your face. You have no idea what you have in your saliva, right? You don't. They don't know if they have. You have anything that you had throughout your life, and now you're spitting at them, bro. That what happens if one of those officers catches something after that, because your ass wants to spit on people. Nah, bro. These people need to learn their lesson. All these boomers out here from like the back then, bro, trying to fucking go against ICE, bro. I'm glad to see ICE government, man. It's good to see Democrats and liberals getting owned. It's very good to see it. After all the stuff they want to do to people and call us and all that, it's finally good to see them get a taste of their own medicine. Yes, Malcolm X was a conservative Republican. Look it up. He's one of the originals. And right now, he'd be on the side with ICE is on because nobody wants to see people come here and get away with doing criminal behavior. There's a reason why you live in a free country. Yeah, there's certain things you have to follow. Okay, doesn't mean I can just do whatever I want. I live in a free country. It doesn't work like that, bro. You live in a free country. There's certain things you have to follow. Okay, you can't harass somebody. You can't threaten somebody. You sure as hell can't try to hurt law enforcement. That's why I said when I'm running for mayor of Windsor, we have to clean up the crime because even Pierre Poilievre was agreeing with that, saying that Canada needs to have an ICE police here to take care of the illegal immigration. I upload the video on my YouTube, bro. You can see it. Like it has almost like what 6,000 views, almost 100 likes. Go look at it. Hey, it's called This Country Needs Better. That's exactly what it's called, bro. And I, for one, there's a gang shootout that happened recently between like London and Windsor. And if you think that's okay, then you're part of the problem. You're the reason why your country looks like this. You have nobody else to blame but yourself. I mean, you let it continue happening, bro, until something has to be done. And guess what? Something is finally done. Yeah, I've gone to fights with Antifa members for a long time. I've fought a good handful of those people, bro. And I laugh at them, right, with their little sticks, their little fur tails. And I laugh at those people so much, bro. Like when you talk about a mental health, that is mental health, bro. Just imagine defending a criminal, right? That's exactly what these people are doing. They're defending criminals, bro. I mean, the ICE have arrested notorious gang members out there, like notorious, part of the cartel and MS-13 members. Do you see any other police force in the world brave enough to stand up against people like that? No, you don't. No, you don't. These people are criminals, bro. They're murderers and they're criminals. They're rapists and they're sadistic. Completely sadistic. Yes, 100% people understand that there needs to be something better in the world for people. You need to go around and feel safe in the world because when you have people out here that get away with it, well, you have to understand, bro, criminal behavior should not be tolerated. All right, criminals should not be allowed to go and scare families and scare innocent people and get away with it. It shouldn't be a thing, bro. People should have the right to defend their own life, man. They should have the right. You go on my social media, you'll see it all over the place. I got Make Canada Great Again right on my social media. Every platform I have, you see it on there with the maple leaf next to it. I mean, I've been a Trump supporter since high school. And the reason why is because he's the realest one out there. You know, people always want to talk about this, like this whole Epstein angle and all this stuff, bro. Look at Bill Clinton, bro. Joe, look at Bill Clinton. Y'all don't want to question Bill Clinton when he has plenty of things going on with that. But nobody wants to question Bill Clinton, right? It's always Trump. Yeah, you people are something else in the world. You guys are all the same type of people, bro. Y'all like to fucking you talk about your little furries, you know, get your little hair color on, start doing little weird stuff, bro. Start bashing real patriots and real men and women that stand up because y'all are a bunch of nothing lowlifes, bro. Walking around looking like doofuses, man. I can't look at these people anymore. I don't know how you defend criminal behavior. I'll never get it, bro. I guess people are just really sick in their mind to defend people like that. It has to be something, bro. There has to be some kind of like mental illness wrong with them. Because some people think it's cool for someone to be home invaded, right? Like they think like, oh, that's cool, home invaded an innocent family. Why would you want that? That family's done nothing wrong. The father's worked his whole life. The mother's probably cooking up a nice dinner meal, and yeah, they're gonna get home invaded? For what? That shouldn't be a thing here. There should be a right to defend your life and defend what you have. I'm a proud Canadian and American patriot. I love America and Canada both. I don't pick one over the other. But I know if both countries work together, a lot of our problems would be solved really fast. And I mean really fast. It's called we need to get the gangs out of the cities, bro. Before they keep doing more and more and more home invasions and just stealing from everybody. Right? Just breaking the jewelry stores left and right. It's called people don't want to have their lives in danger anymore. I mean, I've been through certain situations in my life, so I can speak on that. Been through an armed robbery before, but you know what? That's life. You win, you lose. You walk through different things in life, you realize what it is after. That was problem with major situations I've been through. I could have lost my life, but you know what? God was watching over me and I didn't. Yes, speaking of God, we need more God here, and we need more Jesus, and we need more good and light here. I've noticed a lot of things going on. That's a terrorist. That's a terrorist, bro. Dude's a terrorist. Same as Prophet Muhammad, right? Who said it was alright to go sleep with 9-year-olds. Yeah, terrorist, bro. If you want to look up who God actually looks like, look up Zeus, the Greek god, and you'll find what God actually looks like. Yeah, Zeus is the real god. In my opinion, Zeus is the real god. That's what God actually looks like. But anybody who supports terrorists, I hope you get bombed one day. Yeah, but you have to understand, why are we going to go and promote that over here when if you do the same thing over in another country, you're the one that gets judged for it, right? You can come here and push all your stuff on somebody, but if you go to somewhere else in the world and try and do that, you'll get judged. Yeah. Charlie Kirk was the modern Martin Luther King. He was Martin Luther King in our generation. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. I know you're enjoying life up in heaven right now. %. You know, I look up this old history. One of my favorite comedians made a joke recently. His name is George Perez. He made a joke on this subject, And he got a lot of people triggered over on like Twitter and TikTok. But you know what? I share it all over the place because it's one of the best jokes I've ever heard. If you want to see, you can look on my social media. Like literally, my favorite comedian, E-Zone, is a Trump supporter. He's been his whole time. He's been a comedian. He's Mexican himself. So we are like, oh, who's against Mexicans? But a Mexican comedian that I'm inspired from likes him. Yeah, I remember there was a shirt that said that. One of my all-time favorite singers, Chester Bennington, rest in peace to him, up in heaven from Lincoln Park a long time ago. He had a shirt that said that I met God and she's black. Now they're gonna censor that shirt as much as they can in certain spots in the world because they don't want people talking about God or Jesus or any of that stuff. But for instance, if you want to see how bad it is, like Alberta's cleaning their mess up because they want to keep their rights there. But over in like Toronto and Hamilton, bro, Jesus Christ, it is bad. I've seen some stuff, bro, but damn. I remember I was reading a thing. The same group of teenagers home invaded 4 different people in 2 hours. Right, 4 different houses in 2 hours were home invaded from the same group of individuals. The reason why they do this is because they know people don't have a gun to protect their families and their houses, so they'll keep doing it. Yeah, I like what you said there, bro. You're a Cuban in Miami, and you said a lot of people in Cuba smoke. Yeah, they smoke good weed over there. Yes, I mean y'all got the best stuff over in like South America and Jamaica and all that kind of. You know what I mean? You got the best weather. Someone else said over here in Miami, y'all love Trump. If a lot of Cubans in Miami love Trump, go you Cubans, bro. I'm here to support y'all. It's funny, a lot of Mexicans love Trump. A lot of Spanish, a lot of Latins, they love Trump, bro. And the media will try to be like, oh, look what he's doing to people. Yeah, look what he's doing now. No, bro. The media is just brainwashing people. That's all they do. California is the best state for everything. I got family that lives over in California, and they said the same thing. They were originally from Canada. They moved to California, and they even said they're not coming back. They love it over there. Someone said all this ICE stuff is nothing compared to the Obama days. It's funny. I remember Obama deported over 10 million immigrants, and nobody cared. Nobody called out Barack Obama for it. You got a point, bro. Nobody ever called out Barack Obama and said, "Oh, look what he did." He did no one ever said nothing. The media didn't say anything, but because Donald Trump does it, oh, here comes the media. Yeah, Barack Obama. It's the same thing. It's yeah. That's what heaven's considered. Heaven is considered paradise. I like that. Someone else in the comments said when he literally had children in cages, when he deported over 3 million, but nobody cared. Zero media coverage, zero social media posts, or zero protesters. Exactly, bro. Nobody cared when Barack Obama did it, but once Trump did it, everybody, oh, I'm crying. It's the end of the world. Yeah. That's why I love seeing liberals get owned, bro. I love seeing Democrats get owned. They're all the same. It's funny, if you look it up, you know Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan? Look it up. In like the late 1800s, early 1900s, Democrats the ones that started the KKK, bro. While people like me, conservative Republicans, were against it and pushing for black power and black movement, while these people here are pushing the KKK. History repeats itself, and you see it right now. Yeah, there's a thing I posted on my social media about the comparison with Donald Trump and Elvis, and 100% say it's the same person. It's the same facial structure and everything. I mean, Elvis Presley had the same skin tone as Trump, the exact same like tan skin. He even posed the exact same too. Well, people that understand the media is technically all forms of like news media is just propaganda, right? Regardless of like what it is, most news media is just propaganda. You have to be smart enough to realize it. You have to have like knowledge to know what's going on and be able to, say what's going on. That's why I said, bro, when they try to take these like videos and do 1 minute of it and 1 minute of it and be like, oh, look what happened, or that's not the full thing. You want to watch the full moment of what happened, not just 1 minute of it. Yeah, but NATO's evil, bro. NATO and like the World Economic Forums, they control everything. The WEF, they control it all. So with him breaking away from it, that means he wants to have America running as America. He doesn't want World Economic Forums being involved in it. Israel, man, I feel bad. The Jews are the first ones there to be slaved from the Persians. Look it up. Jews were the first ones to be slaved. Look it up. And they also went through the Holocaust of World War II with the Germans. They always get stereotyped, bro. Look it up. It's a known fact, though. Yes, it is a known fact. They're the only ones. Yeah, they're the only ones that push Christianity over there. Millions of people. If you look it up, millions of people died in the Holocaust. Millions. There's literally videos of like German fucking soldiers taking Jewish people and just locking them up and spraying them and poisoning them and putting chemicals on them. Yeah, sooner or later I'll be there. Are you talking about what they do over in the Middle East, where they marry somebody very young and impregnate them before they even have stuff inside their body? Like they're not even ready yet to be freaking pregnant. They're already getting that. Like, I think that's a little more creepy, if you ask me. Yes, Elvis Presley was a Christian. He believed in God and Jesus. Can they can censor stuff on here. I've been censored before. So I've been censored a lot. But I don't stop, do I? No, I keep fighting back and fighting back and fighting back. I don't give up. I know there's families out there that want a better future for what they have, and that's why I'm fighting. Half and half, yes. I say I'm like half Canadian, half American. The reason why I say that because, like I said, families in both countries. But people are, even the dude over in America, it's part of my family, realized that it's much better over there. The pricing for stuff's better. The quality of life's better. It's easier to live over there, and it's safer because you have a gun to protect yourself with. So much better, bro. Now, one thing I realized over here, we don't have rights. That's why that pastor got arrested in Alberta. Don't forget, a dude in England got arrested because he didn't call a certain student a certain word. All right. Yeah, we finna go there. Guy getting 20 months in jail. 20 months in jail for basically using the word faggot. Right? 20 months in jail. When if that was the States, you wouldn't get nothing because you have freedom of speech. And don't forget, America is the only country that has "In God We Trust" in the back of their money, which no other country has in their stuff. So, China and Russia. Well, the reason why we have to go against them is because they're the power enemy, bro. They're the reason why our countries are looking like this right now. They took a lot of our stuff and used it over there, and yet we're sitting here with nothing. I find it ridiculous. You can say I'm inspired from Alex Jones, which the funniest thing with Alex Jones, when I look back at this, the whole Sandy Hook shooting or whatever it was, he got sued for it because he said that, why are you smiling and laughing if you just lost your child in a school shooting? That's all he said. He didn't say it was fake. He didn't say nothing happened. All he said was, why are people laughing at this? And all of a sudden he gets sued. Yeah. I think that shows right there what the media does. The media misinterprets stuff and they try to manipulate people instead of little mind games or little traps. But if you can see through it, like I can and other people can, then you see what's really going on in the world. No, ICE police have really done a difference, man. And don't forget when George Floyd died, nobody mocked him. And we saw protests and riots and places getting looted and burned all over the place, right? When Charlie Kirk passed away, what happened? The Angela's nasty. Yes, Charlie Kirk was a very good man. And all he wanted to do was debate people, right? He didn't argue with people. He didn't do nothing. Well, he was assassinated, and it's sad that he went through the same thing that Martin Luther King went through, and Malcolm X went through. Basically, there's a certain pattern that's been going on where if you speak the truth, then you get assassinated for it. Well, we all miss Charlie Kirk, man. We all miss him. I'm starting to get a little emotional talking about it, but it was a sad time in the world, man. It was. But like I said, we did prayers all around the world for him. Even in Canada, we were doing prayers for Charlie Kirk. And there's people here that want to mock him and bash him, which is very disgusting and sad. He did nothing wrong in his life. He wasn't an evil man. He was a good man who fought for Christianity, faith, God, and Jesus. Fought for the right to just debate people and speak on free speech. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't go and target anybody or say anything wrong. All he wanted to do was just speak with people. And that's what he got, man. Pure hatred. It's all the world's full of now. It's just hatred. Back then it wasn't like this, right? Back then it wasn't this like political warfare going on like there is now. But you indicate the last time someone on the right went and assassinated someone on the left. I can't recall the last time that happened. Someone even commented, even if you disagree, it's never right to use violence on someone's voice. Exactly. You don't do that to somebody because you don't agree with them, bro. There's plenty of ways to go around than shooting somebody. Y'all wish you had more freedom in England. I feel all y'all out there. I feel all y'all. I know y'all want more in England. Keep fighting. Now, I personally believe it was someone from the opposite that did it. I believe it was someone at Antifa. And the FBI was all over it and stuff, but if you know what you're doing with a gun, you can disassemble a gun and reassemble it within 20 minutes. You can see a gun expert saying the exact same thing. There's a way to do that with a gun. I guess China and Russia have said some pretty mean things about America and Canada, and they keep doing it, right? Like I didn't see anybody in China or Russia doing that with Charlie Kirk when he passed away with his funeral. Only in the States and Canada they were doing it. Some spots in like England or United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia, all that, but it goes to show, man. And like I said, Martin Luther King was the same thing I am. Republican conservative, same thing as a Charlie Kirk was, same thing as a Malcolm X was. All of us that speak the truth are the ones that get it. If you're someone that pushes God or good faith on people, then you're the one that's a target. But if you're evil and you sell your soul, guess what? You're loved. That's the difference, man. That's why I'm glad J.D. Vance said that at his funeral. That it's better to be a real man and stand up for what God believes in than to sell your soul and have no purpose in life. I love how he said that, bro. Because that speaks volumes of what's going on. Yeah, like I said before, like Hollywood used to be something good because it had entertainment. It was the entertainment capital of the world. But after you saw what happened to Hollywood, no, it is not good. It is very, very messed up. I mean, I'm running for mayor, yes. That's the exact reason why I'm running for mayor. Because I know my city deserves better. The election's in October of this year. I mean, that was a long funeral. I watched it off Fox News. I even saw a thing with Elon Musk saying that it shows that, you know, God and Jesus are winning this world, and light's coming to light, and darkness is fading away. And when he said that, he had a point. More people are realizing that the more you stand up for God and Jesus, the more you are hated, and the more evil you are, the more you're loved for some reason. Makes no sense. Denmark ain't nothing, bro. Wait until America takes over and cleans up your mess. Erica Kirk is not fully running Turning Point USA. She has like a share in it, but I think the government's more running it now. But when you watch what happened, bro, you could easily see what happened. And he was assassinated for being who he was. Abraham Lincoln was also a Republican conservative, and that's who ended slavery. Abraham Lincoln, if you look it up. So Abraham Lincoln was assassinated because he spoke the truth. Malcolm X was assassinated for speaking the truth. Martin Luther King was assassinated for speaking the truth. Charlie Kirk was assassinated for speaking the truth. And y'all tried to get Donald Trump before, but you know what? That was God watching out. That's why Trump got out, because God saved him. God was watching over that moment. I remember I posted about doing something for a Turning Point Canada, how much that blew up on my social media. I think a lot of people know that we deserve better here. Don't let freedom of speech go. No, keep fighting for freedom of speech. That's why the whole First and Second Amendment were made. You have your right to speak with your voice for the truth, right? That's the whole First Amendment right. The Second Amendment right was to protect your life in case somebody came after you for speaking your voice and the truth. That's why they had those two amendment rights. That's the reason for it. That's what, every other thing that you can think of to be a perfect spot to live. Over here, it's different, though. Yeah, Canada and England are going through very, very similar stuff. Ireland's going through it, too. Like, Scotland's going... Man, I saw a thing over in, like, Poland, right? And they were fighting against mass immigration in Poland, saying the same thing, that they want Trump and they want their mess cleaned up. I don't blame them. It's called people want better in the world, bro. People want to have a safe society. They don't want Gotham City anymore. They want the golden era when people can enjoy their lives and not worry about getting shot or stabbed or robbed or carjacked or home invaded. Nobody wants to live, but no one wants to walk around and have to look back at you every 5 seconds to make sure no one's going to try to steal something from you, bro. You should have the right to take out a gun and defend what you have. That's how the world should work. Criminals are pure evil. They're pure evil. They think with an evil mindset, evil mentality. That's what criminals are. Extremely evil people. That's why I said, no matter where you're at in the world, keep fighting for your country, keep fighting for your community. If you want to see better, then do better. Charlie Kirk inspired me to do a lot of things in my life, including go out and have public debates with people and speak on certain topics. Because that's what we have to do. Like, I'll say it right here on stream, the person who showed me God was Donald Trump when they tried to assassinate him. That showed me God exists because there's a reason why he's still doing it. Yeah, he's the only one that said, in America, we don't worship government, we worship God. Said that, put it on my YouTube. It's got almost 2,000 views. You can check it for yourself. It just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, we need more good faith in this world. No more evil. We need to wash it and get rid of it. The good people need to come back. Have families, bring those families up with Christian and Catholic values and show how good people can really be. Lend one another a hand in life. Don't go and disrespect somebody. No, lend them a hand. Show them that you can do better. That's what you have to do, man. Alright, I love and care about you all. I'll see you all later on. I'll be streaming again, so remember, keep fighting the good fight, because we are winning. The patriotism versus socialism, us patriots are winning, and we're going to keep fighting. I salute to all you watching. Yes, I said that earlier with the how evil certain people can be. That's why I said with the cartels. They're very evil. And a lot of people over in those countries do not want to deal with them anymore because they don't even have freedom to go outside. Look at Brazil. Okay, look at Brazil for an instance, man. The whole chaos and crime is just out of control, man. You can't even go outside in public in broad daylight anymore. I saw a thing, there was like 4 different types of people that got shot in a matter of like 1 minute in Brazil, right? A whole district of it. Everyone's just like shooting everybody and just running off. That's out of control. That is out of control. You need control in your country to make sure families are safe when they walk around. Because if you ain't safe, then who else is, right? Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of sadistic stuff going on in the world. But the real people are fighting and fighting and fighting, and that's why we are winning. You can see it throughout every country. The patriots are winning this war. Keep fighting for patriotism. I bless all y'all. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again soon. And one more thing. Make the future perfect. The next generation of people that come after us want a better future for them. And they want to make sure that they have something that they can show for. So what us have to do is we have to keep fighting for them to make sure they have something instead of letting it go. God bless you, Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace in heaven. I know sometime in the future, 1,000 years from now, when I pass, I'll see you up there. I'll even smoke one with you. Peace.